Good day everyone. My name is Alit Carmina Santmaier, Department of Hospitality Science at Milagres College. So today I'm going to talk about the types of tourism, modes of transportation, tourism product and tour operator. So coming to the types of tourism, we have tourism on the basis of purpose, tourism on the basis of region, tourism on the basis of numbers and tourism on the basis of arrangement. Tourism on the basis of purpose. First comes recreational. Recreational tourism. The tourists spend their leisure time at swimming pool, beaches, hill station. Such type of tourism provides an opportunity for the tourist to get away from the day-to-day stress and relax their mind. Next is cultural tourism. Such type of tourism involves in visiting places like ancient monuments, historical places and religious importance. So it helps in protecting the cultural heritage and results to the development of pilgrimage. Next is adventure tourism. This type of tourism provides an adventure activity in different adventure places. So the adventure activities are like playing of golf, hiking, etc. Next is health. So many people travel to different countries for the purpose of recovery. It might be a medical treatment like places with hot springs, spa, yoga, etc. Next is incentive tourism. Offers holiday trips to earn incentives to the dealers and the salesmen. Next come to the convention tourism. The convention tourism is meant for organizing convention and conferences relating to political, cultural, academic and professional activities. Next is, the second is tourism on the basis of region. That is domestic tourism and world tourism. Domestic tourism is nothing but traveling within the own country without any documentation. And next is world tourism, traveling to other country than their own country, which is required. They need a documentation. Next is on tourism on the basis of arrangements. That is independent tourism. The tourism planned independently for the transportation, accommodation or any other arrangements independently. Next is inclusive tourism. In the inclusive tourism, the package tours are arranged as a member of the inclusive group and the tourists buy a trip. Next is tourism on the basis of number. That is individual tourism, people who travel individually. So the program is finalized by an individual depending upon it might be his or her requirements. Next is a group tourism, people who travel in group. It might be for a meeting or trip, etc. Next is tourist accommodation. So tourist accommodation is one of the basic needs of tourism activity. So there are various different types of tourism activities which are regularly followed by the tourist. Next, each accommodation have different types of facilities and services. Coming to the types of accommodation, that is organized sector and unorganized sector. So what is organized sector? Organized sector is nothing but where the employment terms are fixed and regular and are registered with the government. In organized sector comes the downtown hotel. So downtown hotel are located in the center of the city and the short distance from the business center, shopping malls, theatres. Example is Taj Yashwantpur, Bangalore, Oberoi, Bangalore. Next is motel. Motel is situated on the highways where there is an ample amount of parking facilities are given to the guest. Next is resorts. Resorts are situated near to the beach or hill station, away from the pollution-free environment, and the places have very calm and have a natural ambience. Next is floatel. Floatel is nothing but which float on the surface of water. So for example is Bekal Boat House in Kasaragod. Next comes the second type of accommodation is unorganized sector, where the employment terms are not fixed, not regular and are not registered with government. So first comes the guest house. A guest house is a kind of lodging. Guest houses are a type of inexpensive and the owners lives in the same property and the facilities like bedroom, bathroom, kitchen and even they provide homemade food to the guest. So common features of the guest house are homely environment, cooking facilities, fully equipped bedroom and living area, food and Wi-Fi access. Next comes the hostel. So hostel provides the cheapest accommodation to the guest. They normally offers shared rooms with bunker beds, but some also have private rooms available. Common features of hostels are shared rooms and facilities, bunker beds, social atmosphere, often used by younger people. Next comes the mansion. These are private homes that have been converted into guest houses. They offer meals and normally very less expensive comparing to other hotels. Next, coming to the tourism product. So tourism product may be defined as a bundle or a package of tangible or intangible component based on the activity at a destination. So there are two different types of tourism product based on attraction, based on destination. Based on attraction, there is natural attraction, man-made attraction and symbiotic. So first comes the natural attraction. Natural attraction tourism product can be seen all over the world like beaches, deserts, hills, mountains, climate, weather, etc. Next is man-made tourism built by human for leisure, pleasure, or it might be for business. That is culture, traditions, entertainment, business. Next comes the symbiotic tourism product. It is both the blend of human-made and man-made. So here the resources provided by the nature which are converted into the product by human, but the nature remains the core attraction. For example, flower festival, wildlife sanctuary or water sports, etc. Next is based on destination. Under based on destination, first comes the event based and then the site based. So event based, where an event is an attraction, it is known as event based tourism product. Event attractions are just temporary and seasonal. It is planned public or social occasion. For example, it might be Olympic, football, cricket or any dance festival at some temple. Next is site based. When an attraction is a place or site, then it is called as site based tourist product. Site based tourist product is permanent by nature. For example, Taj Mahal at Agra, Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty. The characteristics of tourism product are intangible, inseparable, perishable and ownership. Next comes modes of transport. So modes of transport is a physical movement of goods or it might be an individual traveling from one place to another. Next is transport industry is one of the most important component of the tourism infrastructure. So it now becomes easier for the people to travel from one place to another. So there are various modes of transportation. So in the earliest form, the transportation in the ancient times were animals on land and sails on the sea. Next, there are different types of transportation. First is air transport, land transport. Under land transport, there is a road transport, railway transport and water transport. So coming to the air transport. Air transport is the most recent mode of transport and the fastest mode of transportation, where the long distance is covered very faster and simpler and it is affordable. Advantages of air transport is high speed, quick service, luxurious travel. And the disadvantage is high cost. Next is road transport. People were traveling from place to place in search of food in the ancient era. They were using animals such as horse, elephant, camel, etc. for carrying the load and traveling. After the discovery of the wheel, humans developed the car, coaches and constructed and developed the roads. Today, the most popular and widely used transport is road transport. Next, the advantages of road transport. It is flexibility, quick transit for short distance, door-to-door services are provided. Disadvantage is carrying capacity is limited, comfort depends upon the condition of the roads. Next is railway transport. Railway is the most economical, convenient and popular mode of transport especially for long distance all over the world. The steam engines are replaced by diesel and the electric engines, which have increasing the speed. Next, the advantages of railway transport is long distance travel cheaper, carrying capacity is very large, quicker than road transportation. Next, disadvantages is it is inflexible and no privacy. Next, coming to the water transport. In water transport, the weights of the goods are very huge comparison to other means of transport. It plays a crucial role. So, in the development of export and imports of the goods in the different parts of the world. Next, the advantages of water transport is carrying capacity, and the disadvantages is takes much time. Next topic is tour operator. So, the tour operator is a person who organizes bulk travel services, and he sometimes travels with a group as well. So, there are 5 A's of tourism, that is accommodation, accessibilities, amenities, attraction and activities. Coming to accommodation, all the tourists required accommodation to relax and rest. Next is accessibility, is the basic transportation facilities required for the tourist to travel from one place to another. Next is amenities. Amenities are required to meet the needs when the tourists are away from their home, that is telecommunication, public toilets, restaurants and emergency medical service. Next is attraction. A tourist is the attraction they have in visiting different places, that is museum, theme parks, beaches, etc. Next is activities. Activities is taken place after the tourist reaching the destination. Next, the responsibilities of tour operator are providing the information of the tourist destination, providing the information of the accommodation, transport facilities, booking of tickets for activities or entertainment, planning the tour efficiently and effectively, coordinating with the suppliers. Next, types of tour operator: inbound tour operator, outbound tour operator, domestic tour operator and ground tour operator. So, first one is inbound tour operator, who receive the tourist and handle all the aspect of the tourist. So, the inbound tour operator are locally based and work to promote the destination. Outbound tour operator, who sells the package tour to other country of the tourist. So, outbound tour operator work with international travelers. They create a package tour designed to allow the travelers from one country to conveniently visiting other country of their choice. Next comes the domestic tour operator. So, those tour operator who sells package tour within the native of their country. Next, the last is the ground tour operator. Ground tour operator is also known as reception operator. They provide services such as transportation and guide services. The following functions are performed by the ground tour operator are handling of arrival and departure or departure procedure, planning package tour, escorting the tourist, providing the market information to the tourist.